Tom Aspinall was the backup fighter over the weekend for the UFC 309 main event between Jon Jones and Stipe. If one of those guys couldn't make the fight for whatever reason, he'd jump in as the replacement. But the UFC wanted him to stay ready until the absolute very last second possible. Text message between Aspinall's manager and Hunter Campbell, who's the UFC's chief business officer, reveals that Aspinall was asking if he could take a drink at the event while he was watching the show. And Hunter Campbell replied, "For $200K, I'd very much appreciate it if he can wait until they walk." So they paid Aspinall $200,000 to be the replacement fighter. And they wanted to make sure that absolutely nothing happened. And he waited, didn't take a sip of anything until they walked to the cage. Aspinall's services weren't needed. Jones and Stipe fought. Jones won by third round TKO. The obvious fight to make now is Aspinall versus Jones. It's not obvious to Jones, though. He's not interested unless they pay him a ridiculous amount of money. So once again, Aspinall's career is in limbo. Start time for Saturday's card in Macau is different. It begins at 6 a.m. Eastern Time. That's the main card, which is headlined by Yan versus Figueiredo. And the prelims begin at 3 a.m. Eastern Time. Another good fight on the main card is Volkan Oezdemir versus Carlos Ulberg. Volkan's coming off a first-round knockout victory over Johnny Walker. Carlos Ulberg is coming off a 12-second knockout over Menafield. He's had 5 canceled fights this year and 1 fight which lasted 12 seconds. He'll add some more seconds to the clock. On Saturday, he's a -278 favorite in that fight against Oezdemir. Roman Dolidze wants to fight Bo Nickal next. I'm ready to fight. Give me him. Bo Nickal. That's a doable fight. Dolidze is ranked number 10 in the middleweight division, but the way Dana White's talking, it sounds like he's going to give Bo Nickal more unranked fighters.
Dana, when you heard the crowd's reaction after Bo won and they were booing and chanting overrated, just how did you kind of process that?
Well, you know, we've had these discussions with Bo. You know, Bo needs work. Bo's an up-and-coming guy. I know he has big aspirations and wants to move faster than he should, but tonight showed that he still dominated him. He won the whole fight, but he's got work to do. It's all right. We'll move him. And when you're in a position like Bo is, there's a lot of expectations, you know. And did you see the size of Craig? I mean, the guy's a fucking monster. The president looked at me and said, "These guys are in the same weight class?" Because he loves Bo Nickal. So I said, "Yeah, they are. It's crazy."
Darren Till thinks Bo Nickal is trash. Guy talks so much. Shit talked me since he came to the UFC like I haven't fought and beat top guys in there. Be more humble, you ginger tool, because you're shit, and Hamzat would destroy you. Yeah, he would. All those shots to the back of the head that Chandler hit Oliveira with got him speaking Chinese now.
Battery charger.
Hi.
It wasn't until I was in the ambulance on the way to the hospital, she actually said, "Are you aware of the way you're speaking?" And I said, "Oh, I sound like I have a slur." And she said, "No, you sound like you could work at a Chinese restaurant." She said, "Yeah, you look good working the local China house or something."
Dominick Cruz wants to fight one more time in his career in early 2025. Some suggest he takes on Jose Aldo. That could be a good matchup. 2 former UFC champs, 2 former WEC champs going at it at 135.
Battery charger. She actually said, "Are you aware of the way you're speaking?" And I said, "Oh, I sound like I have a slur." And she said, "No, you sound like you could work at a Chinese restaurant." She said, "Yeah, you look good working the local China house or something."
Hey, I got a big fight coming up. I ain't talking about a UFC fight. I'm talking about a fight of spiritual wickedness. The fight that I fight every single day. We wrestle not against flesh and blood. We wrestle against spiritual wickedness, dark powers, and high places. I'm here to tell all you Christians right now that want to make fun of me, you pick right now. You choose NASA or you choose the Bible. The genealogies list how old every single descendant from Jesus to Adam is. The human bloodline is no longer than 6,000 to 10,000 years old. You pick NASA or you pick the Bible, but you cannot serve 2 masters.
Some even say this fight is going to be the quote-unquote flat earth championship.
Bryce has evolved from this, like, pure grappler into a more, well-rounded fighter. The Gracie name carries a lot of weight. He's had, flashes of brilliance, showcasing that, signature Gracie ground game. But the lack of activity and the struggles with striking. It raises questions about his overall approach. Is Kron trying to prove a point about the effectiveness of pure BJJ?
Yeah.
Even in this, modern MMA landscape?
Right.
Or is he simply struggling to, adapt and evolve his game? And how will Bryce approach this?
Right.
Will he be cautious, respecting Kron's ground game?
Yeah.
Or will he see this as an opportunity to exploit Kron's weaknesses on the field?
As part of his world tour, Alex Pereira also visiting Korea.
Galera aqui, ó. Todo mundo aqui, ó. Pô, a culinária coreana. Chama. Opinião ali, ó.
I just, don't wait. You figure a way to make your way.
Quite a few times.
50 times?
More.
100 times?
More.
200 times?
More.
500 times?
Probably.